Look, I don't want any trouble.
Yo, bitch, if you're a cop, we got nothing to say.
My brother...
You're not a cop, you're in the wrong fucking place. Shoot this motherfucker. You broke my fucking nose.
Things are changing. Starting with you. You have to get through me. Told you the weather was gonna be bad for you. This is the last face you will ever see.
The story begins on a Caribbean island, where crime lord Manuel Alvarez enjoys a private musical performance. Captivated by the beauty and voice of the lead singer, Alvarez invites her to join him. But when a nervous waiter accidentally spills wine on Nora's dress, the atmosphere turns tense. Despite Nora's attempts to stay calm, Alvarez's cruelty surfaces. He slits Kali's throat in cold blood before her eyes.
Come sing for me something special.
Meanwhile, in California, police investigator Mark and his partner Phil are deep undercover, posing as drug buyers. When the deal suddenly turns violent, a thug pulls a gun on Phil, but Phil reacts fast, disarming him.
Hey, Phil! Phil!
Mark finishes the fight with a single powerful kick that sends another criminal crashing down. Just as the chaos settles, Mark receives a devastating call. His younger brother's body has been found dead on a beach. Shocked, Mark flies home to the island for the funeral. Standing beside his grieving mother, he vows to find whoever killed Kali. The next day, he meets his old friend Nate, now the island's police chief. Nate admits the investigation is stalling due to limited resources but suspects foreign gangs connected to the drug trade. Soon after, Mark reconnects with his ex-girlfriend Aquila, a skilled karate instructor. She warns him that Kali's death is tied to Manuel Alvarez, the ruthless mobster who controls the island through drugs and weapons. Aquila reveals that Kali once worked at Alvarez's nightclub before he was murdered. Determined, Mark confronts Alvarez at his club. Alvarez feigns innocence, claiming Kali's death was gang-related, but Mark sees through the lie. He warns Alvarez that if he had anything to do with his brother's death, there will be consequences. As Mark walks out, Alvarez, angered and threatened, orders his men to assemble a small army to eliminate him. That night, Mark visits a seaside bar known to host Alvarez's rivals. The music stops as he enters.
You might want to get out of here before you get hurt, shit. Look, I don't want any trouble. My brother...
You're not a cop, you're in the wrong fucking place. Shoot this motherfucker, man. You broke my fucking nose.
With calm precision, he dismantles the room of thugs in a brutal hand-to-hand fight, forcing one survivor to confess that they had nothing to do with his brother's murder. The reinforcements arrive on motorbikes, spraying bullets across the bar. Mark dives for cover, returns fire, and escapes through the narrow streets, taking out one biker before vanishing into the night. Furious, Alvarez orders his men to kidnap Mark's mother. When the hitmen storm her house, they open fire, only to find the bed empty. Soon after, Nate arrives at the bar's crime scene and learns about the attack. He rushes to the house, where Mark is already waiting. Mark admits he killed Alvarez's men in self-defense and urges Nate to stand with him to save their island. Reluctantly, Nate agrees and gives Mark the name of a key witness, Nora, the singer who saw Khalil's murder. The next day, Alvarez executes his own men for failing their mission. Meanwhile, Mark finds Nora hiding in a motel. He shows his badge to earn her trust, and she finally breaks down, revealing the truth: Khalil was killed by Alvarez over a spilled drink. Mark promises her protection and, with Nate's help, arranges for Nora to escape the island by boat. That afternoon, Alvarez's thugs attack Aquila's home. Anticipating the ambush, Mark arms himself. When the gang storms in, Mark and Aquila fight side by side, unleashing a storm of gunfire. Soon after, Nate arrives, and another fierce shootout erupts outside the compound. The surviving thugs retreat, but Nate is visibly shaken. He warns Mark that Alvarez is tightening his grip on the island. Later, Alvarez learns that Nora is gone. In a drug-fueled rage, he kills one of his guards by forcing him to overdose. Meanwhile, Nate, realizing time is running out, leaves a secret file of evidence with a local priest in case anything happens to him. Moments later, Nate is ambushed and mortally wounded. Bleeding, he drives to Mark's house, barely managing to warn him that his family is in danger before being shot dead by a sniper. Almost instantly, another attack begins. Mark takes out several assassins before they kidnap Aquila and disappear into the night. The next morning, Mark walks into a crowded church and exposes Alvarez's crimes, from murder to human trafficking, calling on the islanders to rise up. The priest hands Mark the evidence Nate left behind, proving Alvarez's guilt. Meanwhile, Aquila is tied to a chair in an abandoned warehouse, surrounded by Alvarez's men. Alvarez's girlfriend mocks her, confident that Mark will come. Later that day, Alvarez calls Mark, demanding a hostage exchange, Nora for Aquila. Mark agrees but secretly prepares a trap. Phil arrives on the island with a full police unit ready to strike. At the abandoned sugar plant, the standoff begins. Alvarez's bald enforcer searches Mark for weapons, unaware of Phil's team closing in. Nearby, Phil and his squad raid a hotel, trying to rescue Aquila.
Let's move, come on!
Drop it and come out real slow.
Here we go, okay? That's all I want.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
Cabrón! ¡Ándale!
Taking the gun out. Taking the gun out. She's safe, Mark. She's safe.
When Alvarez realizes Nora is safe and his entire crew is dead, he loses control and orders his enforcer to kill Mark.
You're right, Alvarez. Things are changing.
Now what?
You want to live? You have to get through me. This is the last face you will ever see.
In a final act of justice, Mark kills Alvarez the same way his brother was murdered, by slitting his throat. Subscribe for more dramas like this, and don't forget to like this video, it really helps the channel grow.